Have you ever walked into a room and felt the tension? It's thick, palpable. You haven't said a word to anyone, but suddenly, your own heart feels heavier. Your shoulders tighten. Or maybe you spend an hour with a friend who's going through a crisis. You listen, you support them. But when you leave, you feel drained, anxious, as if their storm somehow crept inside of you. This isn't just empathy. This isn't just being a good friend. This is something more physical, more automatic. You might be the most positive person in the world, but if you're surrounded by stress, you will start to catch it, like a virus. And today, we're going to understand why. We'll look at the incredible, ancient neural wiring that makes this happen, and we'll arm you with the exact science to build your own emotional immune system. Let's start with a fundamental truth about your brain. It is not an island. It's a social organ designed to connect. And to connect deeply, it had to develop a secret weapon: mirror neurons. Imagine these as tiny, biological Wi-Fi receivers and transmitters in your brain. When you see someone smile, your mirror neurons for smiling light up. Not enough to make you grin, but just enough to make you feel a hint of that happiness. When you see someone yawn, well, you know what happens. That's your mirror neuron system at work. It's how we learn as babies, how we feel empathy. It's the neural basis of "I feel your pain." But here's the flip side. When you're face to face with someone who is stressed, angry, or fearful, your brain mirrors that too. You see their clenched jaw. You hear the sharp tone. You subconsciously mimic their micro-expressions. And this tiny physical mimicry sends a signal back to your own brain. Hey, something is wrong. Sound the alarm. And then, the dominoes fall. Your brain activates its own stress response. The amygdala, our ancient alarm bell, gets a little ping. It whispers, "Danger." Cortisol, the stress hormone, starts a slow trickle into your bloodstream. Your body prepares. All of this, without a single logical thought. It's pre-verbal. It's primal. You've just caught an emotional cold. And it gets more intense with proximity. A stressed coworker in your open plan office. A frantic family member in your living room. The anxious energy on a crowded subway. These are all petri dishes for emotional contagion. But it's not just about face-to-face interaction. We live in the digital age. And our new proximity is the screen. Think about it. You scroll through your feed. Every other post is an outrage headline, a disaster update, a friend's venting session. Your brain, through the power of your imagination and those same mirror systems, is trying to simulate the emotional experience behind those words. You are, in essence, putting yourself in a virtual room full of stressed out people for hours. Your nervous system wasn't built for this global scale of contagion. It's like trying to drink from a fire hose of other people's cortisol. So what's the damage? Chronic, secondhand stress. It manifests as that unexplained exhaustion at the end of the day, as a low-grade anxiety that feels like it has no source, as irritability that seems to come out of nowhere. You might start believing the world is a fundamentally more stressful place than it actually is, because your social ecosystem is flooded with stress signals. But, and this is the crucial turn, you are not powerless. You are not a passive sponge. You can become a discerning filter. This is where we move from biology to strategy. Step 1. Diagnosis. Recognize the source. The next time you feel a wave of stress or anxiety, pause. Ask the revolutionary question, is this mine? Scan your environment. Who did you just talk to? What did you just read or watch? Trace the emotional breadcrumbs. Often, you'll find the feeling hit you after an interaction or a scrolling session. Just naming it. This is my coworker's panic, not my own. Creates critical distance. It begins to defuse the neural wiring. Step 2. Create a firewall. The power of physical boundaries. Your body informs your mind. If your body is braced for stress, your mind will believe it's in a stressful world. So, break the physical chain. The unclench. Consciously unclench your jaw. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. Uncross your arms. These are all subtle signals of defensiveness and stress that you might have mirrored. Changing your posture sends a counter signal back to your brain. Stand down. The breath anchor. When you sense contagion, take 3 deliberate, slow breaths. Focus on making your exhale longer than your inhale. This directly activates your parasympathetic nervous system, your body's brake, and overrides the stress signal you picked up. Step 3. Control your inputs. Digital hygiene. You curate your physical diet. It's time to curate your emotional diet with the same ruthlessness. The 30-second scroll scan. Before you dive into the comments, the news, or a friend's emotional venting thread, ask, what is my purpose here? Will this feed me or drain me? You don't need to absorb the world's pain to be informed or caring. Create a clean air zone. Designate times, or even physical spaces, as low emotional contagion zones. No phones during your morning coffee. No stressful conversations in the bedroom. This gives your nervous system a chance to reset to its own baseline. Step 4. Cultivate your own climate. You can't control others' emotional weather, but you can strengthen your own. Regularly engage in activities that generate genuine, internal calm or joy. A walk in nature. Listening to music that lifts you. A hobby that creates flow. This builds up your internal reserves. When you are emotionally full, you have a buffer. You can empathize without enmeshing. You can listen without taking on the load. Here's the ultimate reframe. Stopping emotional contagion isn't about building walls or becoming cold. It's the opposite. It's about developing precision. It's about choosing where to place your precious emotional energy so you can be truly present and effective where it matters most. You wouldn't walk into a hospital without considering your own immune system. Don't walk into the social world, real or digital, without considering your emotional immune system. Your takeaway? You are wired for connection, but that wiring has a vulnerability. By understanding the science of mirror neurons and stress physiology, you reclaim your inner space. You move from being a passive receiver to an active guardian of your own peace. This journey from reactivity to agency is what we explore on this channel. We break down the hidden forces, like emotional contagion, that shape your mind, and we give you the science-backed tools to take back control. If you're tired of carrying stress that isn't yours, If you want to build resilience that actually lasts, then your next step is clear. Help your brain learn a new signal. Subscribe, because here, we don't just talk about feelings. We decode the systems behind them. We turn overwhelm into understanding, and understanding into actionable strategy. Hit that subscribe button. Let's build your emotional immune system together.